Surely, I will make UN efforts to release Nnamdi Kanu from detention to fail. Buhari threatens. One Ipob. My dear listeners, I greet you this very beautiful and lovely evening. It's a pleasure hearing from you once again through this very channel. I want to appreciate you for your continuous and not tired comments. In fact, you have been doing wonderfully well, and we've been seeing your opinion. They have been very interacting and very much welcoming and inspiring. You see, President Buhari naturally inbuilt is stubborn and is headstrong. We have been told of this for a very long time, but we're like, let's give him a chance. And now we can now see the reality of what we were told. Imagine, despite the many threats from the UN, he still stood on his ground on this very decision. It means that he has no respect for anybody, not minding the position or the hierarchy or level of persons that are giving him orders. You understand? And that's just what I saw. Anyway, it's one of those things. Okay, let's quickly check on the content, my dear listeners. This is evening news. Once again, Mr. President approved himself to be strong before the United Nations. He said that soon he will prove himself to the UN. He will make sure Nnamdi Kanu is not released but will be transferred to jail from detention. Mr. President, who bragged, have said that he will make sure that UN plan to release Nnamdi Kanu fails. Buhari said that Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal and should be allowed to face his judgment. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu, according to Buhari, will cause more war and will make Nigerians to suffer the more. The people have actually suffered enough, and there is need for us to begin doing something to put an end to it. My extradition of Nnamdi Kanu is one big thing that has ever happened in the history of Nigeria. So why it is now that everything is about to be okay that the UN have decided to interfere? Mr. President has assured Nigerians not to concur with the UN decision, but rather to go on with his own decision and make sure that the Ipob leader rots in jail. All right, we shall see. You understand what I'm saying, my dear listeners? Yeah, we shall see. Because, you see, one thing I saw in Buhari is that Buhari is a very stubborn person, and he's not stable. Buhari is not stable. He's just dangling. Buhari is just dangling left and right. He will say, okay, I will look into it. He will say, okay, I've agreed. But before you know it, before night falls, he has changed his mind. This is how the former Minister of Aviation, Amechi, called him to order on this very issue and pleaded with him and said, look, mister, get Nnamdi Kanu released. Grant him presidential pardon just like you've been granting to the Fulanis. Buhari promised Amechi heaven and earth. At the end of the day, he still didn't do what he promised he's going to do. So I want to tell you this, my dear listeners, that the best thing is for the UN to do what they have installed in mind, because Mr. President that I'm seeing is not ready to do anything as per this. You understand? So I don't trust Buhari anymore because he is not a man of his words. All right. So let's the UN begin act very fast. They should not. They should shun whatever condition they have given President Buhari. After all, the 6 weeks ultimatum given to him has already elapsed. Am I right? Yes, of course it has elapsed. So let them start acting and make sure that the Ipob leader is out of detention. Enough is enough. This must Nnamdi Kanu have to leave detention before night falls. All right. Okay. Based on this, I would like to hear from you, my dear people. At least let me know what you equally think on this that has just been revealed to us, okay, by President Buhari. What's your take? What's your advice? So please don't forget, your comments are very, 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 very important. Don't forget to leave them below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.